Ethan, CEO of EmoSense, and today I'm seeking $500,000 for 10% of EmoSense in order to fund and accelerate product development, expand corporate partnerships, and scale data-driven emotional modeling. This investment will allow us to solidify EmoSense as the leading emotional intelligence platform for both consumers and enterprises. Despite unprecedented mental health awareness, most people still lack a real understanding of their emotional patterns. The current ecosystem is fundamentally reactive. People notice stress only after their productivity drops, or they reflect only after they've already hit burnout. Wearables today collect immense amounts of biometric data, heart rate variability, sleep cycles, breathing, and even subtle motions. But none of these devices actually tell users what their emotional patterns mean, or how their emotions shift across the day. This leaves millions of consumers with data, but not insight. It also leaves corporations without tools to support workforce well-being proactively. And with global stress levels rising, there is a clear demand for technology that can interpret emotional signals instead of merely tracking physical ones. EmoSense is built to bridge this gap, enabling real-time emotional awareness rather than after-the-fact reflection. So how does EmoSense actually work? EmoSense is an AI-driven emotional analytics platform that runs on devices users already own. Our mobile app integrates directly with major wearables such as Apple Health, Fitbit, Aura, Garmin, and applies proprietary signal processing models to interpret emotional states. We analyze voice tone, breathing patterns, and heart rate trends, combining them into a dynamic, personalized mood timeline. Unlike traditional wellness apps that rely on journaling or single metric stress scores, EmoSense builds a multi-signal emotional model that adapts to each individual user. Users are able to gain early warnings of emotional overload, insights into daily triggers and patterns, personalized micro-interventions to improve stability, long-term trend tracking backed by biometric data, and the key differentiator here is that there's no hardware, no friction, and no behavior change required. EmoSense instantly upgrades the emotional intelligence of every wearable platform. Market opportunity. The global mental health tech market is $7.1 billion today, projected to reach around $33 billion by 2032, driven by rising mental health awareness and employee-sponsored wellness initiatives. The mental health wearable segment alone is expanding at 19% CAGR, making it one of the fastest growing verticals in consumer health. Yet the market is still underserved. Hardware makers provide raw data, but lack advanced emotional interpretation. Wearable adoption is at an all-time high as well, with over 200 million users globally. Employers are actively investing in emotional wellness to reduce burnout, and AI acceptance is increasing, especially in predictive health insights. EmoSense is able to sit directly at the intersection of these new trends. We operate on a pretty straightforward subscription model at $8 a month, which ensures predictability and recurring revenue. So some of our projected subscription revenues is in next year, we're projecting to do around $1 million in sales, with 2027 with around $3 million in revenue. Some of our growth levers include consumer subscriptions through app stores, corporate wellness partnerships, which is just companies subsidizing subscriptions, white label licensing for insurance and health platforms, long-term research data licensing, which will be fully anonymized. And because we are a software first platform, our capital expenditures remains low, margins are high, and scalability is frictionless. So how are we going to grow? Our phase one will be launch and validation, integrating with Apple Health, Fitbit, or Garmin APIs, building partnerships within wellness communities and mental health coaches, running campus and corporate pilot programs, optimizing machine learning models using early user datasets, and we just want to really capture early adopters actively seeking emotional awareness tech. Phase two is scaling, so we begin launching corporate wellness packages with per employee pricing, form insurance partnerships to support preventative mental health care, release AI-driven predictive insights, integrate with digital therapy platforms for referral-based revenue. And our last sort of phase within the 5 years is expanding globally and licensing. So we want to localize the app across key global markets, ensure compliance with international health regulations, and license anonymized emotional insight datasets to researchers and universities. So our competitive advantage is that there's no new device required. It's faster, it's easier to acquire users, and it's a lower cost. This signals emotional detection broader and more accurate than single metric competitors and has deep integration with wearables. EmoSense gives people real-time understanding of their emotions, turning raw biometric data into clarity, self-awareness, and healthier lives. This is the next frontier of digital wellness, and we're ready to lead it. Thank you.